Hi, welcome to Cozy Chats. My name's Jenna, and my next topic that I would like to discuss is parenting guilt. We've all been there, we all feel it, and I think guilt can arise for a number of different reasons. But on this particular subject today, I'm going to talk about parenting guilt. And for me, the way that that shows itself is probably like kind of like what happened this morning. So, my son, who has ADHD, or yet to be confirmed ADHD as we're waiting, but he has ADHD, and he got really upset with me this morning, and I mean had a huge meltdown because I asked him to close the blinds because we live in a bungalow and we weren't dressed. We were getting ready for school run. So I asked him. I said, "Can you please close the blinds?" I said, Mummy and Mimi, his sister, we're not ready to have the blinds open yet. And Amelia, my daughter, his sister, went and closed the blinds. He went bananas, was screaming and saying how we'd upset him and that his sister was being mean to him by closing the curtains. And see, this is a part of the emotional deregulation that you get with ADHD, where he's just gone into full-blown meltdown. So I haven't reacted in the best way. I've ended up getting annoyed with him and then telling him off, and I'm sort of invalidating his feelings. It's not to say whether he's right or wrong, and it's not for me to say whether he's right or wrong. But he was being quite difficult and abrupt with his language, and he was saying things that weren't very nice because he was angry and upset with me and his sister. And I thought, all I've done this morning is get up. All I've done this morning is get up and get out of bed, and I literally just walked into that. I've said a few words and just walked into a full-blown meltdown. And I didn't deal with it great. I didn't deal with it well at all. I had a go at him, and I dropped him to school, and he didn't even say goodbye. That's the first time in his nearly 7 years on this earth that he's walked off and didn't say goodbye. He just put his head down and walked through the school gates and didn't look back. And I just felt so guilty and so much, parenting shame and guilt. It was overwhelming. But I mean, I was trying to do the right thing by telling him that he couldn't speak to us like that and that he mustn't be like that. But I lost my cool, and then I'm just going to spend the rest of the day feeling guilty about that. So what do we do about that? So I believe in resolution is the key to everything. So when he gets back later tonight, we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to apologise to him for not validating his feelings and for reacting the way that I did, because I think it's really key that we show up for our children authentically and we say sorry. So I'm going to apologise for my behaviour, and I'm 99% sure he'll apologise for his too, because he always does. He's a good boy. And I think that will help me let go of the guilt that I'm feeling all day today, when we make up over a nice cup of tea later on this afternoon, and just put it to bed and validate each other's feelings over what happened this morning, because it was nothing. But he's gone to school feeling awful, and I've stayed back feeling awful too. So I think that's the best way to deal with it, is to acknowledge it and resolve the issue, resolve the problem.